Welcome back to the Florida Coastal Homes YouTube channel. I'm Madelyn Lareau.
And I'm Lori Lareau.
Today we're here to just kind of talk about what is going on in the real estate market, especially here in Northeast Florida. And we've got a little tidbit to share with you guys a little bit later for a South Florida perspective as well.
So here in Northeast Florida, it's still a seller's market. Our prices are still going up, and even though the interest rates are creeping up a little bit, our inventory is so low, and that's putting sellers in control of the market.
So in a healthy market, for example, we have close to 4 to 6 months worth of inventory available for buyers to take a look at. In our current scenario, we have less than 3 months of inventory.
So you might be asking, what does that mean, months of inventory? So if nothing else came on the market, it would take about 2.5 months for all of the properties that are currently on the market to sell. Here in Northeast Florida, the prices have really kind of gone a little crazy over the last 12 to 18 months. Our prices here in Northeast Florida are still starting to creep up. In fact, 35% of our homes are still selling for over list price. So until our inventory gets a little bit more balanced, we're going to continue to see those slight increases over the course of the next 1 to 2 years.
Our buyers pool is a really great example of how our market is so strong. We still have tons of investors that are here, which is a great sign that our market is strong and continuing to grow. And not to mention that our population here in Northeast Florida is expected to grow rampantly over the next 5 years. Jacksonville is actually in the top 10 cities for millennials. So we're going to continue to see just some great new buyers come to the market, some previous buyers that have been here before, and some new buyers that are investing in our area.
Even though buyers are kind of sitting back and not knowing what's happening with the interest rates, they have gone up, but it depends greatly, of course, on how the Federal Reserve is going to react to our inflation. So based on what they do, the interest rates are going to continue to fluctuate. Our recommendation to buyers is go ahead and lock into something, take the advice of your mortgage professional. As you know, the real estate market is different in every area, in every state. We've given you an overview of what's happening here in Northeast Florida, and we're going to talk to a real estate professional from the Miami area, and he's going to give us kind of his opinion and thoughts on what's happening in that market. Here we are with Armando Romero, who is a real estate broker out of the Miami area. And Armando, tell us a little bit about what's going on in the real estate market down in South Florida.
Well, the market's super hot. As we know, in the last couple of years, especially after COVID, just the market took off. You know, a lot of people are moving down from different parts of the country, especially in Miami. Miami, you're seeing a lot of people from New York, Michigan, Chicago. One of the things that we have right now is lack of inventory, and it's nationwide, but especially in Miami, we're just seeing that, you know, any property that comes in the market, it gets picked up. There's just so much demand and not enough inventory.
With the interest rates kind of creeping up a little bit as they have over the last couple of months, do you think buyers are pulling back, or that's not really phasing the buyers in South Florida?
Well, I think it is. I mean, I think some buyers that were qualified for a certain number, let's say you were qualified for $500,000 at a 3% interest rate, now it's gone to, like, I believe it's somewhere almost 6, it's 5.6, 5.7. Those buyers are now stepping back and reconsidering if they can afford that house, or maybe, you know, they've priced themselves out.
Still a very strong seller's market in South Florida as well.
Oh, yeah.
And do you foresee that kind of staying consistent over the next 12 to 24 months?
Well, I've been doing this for a little bit of time. It's, I believe, 33 years in real estate. So I've seen markets where they're very strong, and, you know, obviously we went through 2008, where everything collapsed. I don't think where 2008 was. I think a lot of the especially in the South Florida market, we're seeing a lot of cash buyers. However, I feel that there are going to be some foreclosures that, you know, banks have been holding, because, you know, we went through COVID, and then the government has put, you know, some restrictions, and so we're going to see more inventory coming up in the next year. And that, obviously, that's going to create some sort of balance the market a little bit.
Right.
More, I don't think this, we're gonna face something where it's gonna collapse anytime soon. I think they're still gonna stay strong.
Well, there you have it, folks. There's some insight on the South Florida real estate market, and thanks again for tuning in.
Thank you.
Well, we're really excited we got to bring you those two different types of perspectives of what the market is like here in Florida. But we want to share with you what you can expect and anticipate to see from our market here in Northeast Florida. So you absolutely can expect home prices to continue to increase. We're advising all of our sellers to list their home based on current market comparables.
It's really important that you stick with market comparables when pricing a home. If you and your real estate professional choose a different strategy, maybe a little bit more hopeful, just be prepared for some negotiations. Buyers, while the demand is still high, buyers aren't quite as crazy and anxious as they were 6 to 12 months ago.
They're definitely trying to find a way to offset that increase in interest rates. So just something to keep in mind as you prepare to sell your home. Another thing to expect is that our inventory will fluctuate. We're going to continue to have months of great inventory and months of low inventory, but something to keep in mind is that we will continue to be in historic low numbers.
So the buyer demand is still pent up, it's still out there, and it is a great time to get in the real estate market here in Northeast Florida. Even though the interest rates are fluctuating a little bit, money is still super affordable. So don't wait, and reach out to your real estate professional and get a strategy together to get into your dream home.
We hope you've enjoyed getting to know a little bit about the market here in Northeast Florida and a little tidbit about the South Florida market as well. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Florida Coastal Homes YouTube channel. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel today. And if you've got any questions about real estate or want some more information about some of the topics we discussed, please feel free to reach out to us at lareaugroup@gmail.com.
Or leave a comment below and we will respond to you as quickly as possible.